Hi, and welcome to Two Idiots and a Guest. Make NFL predictions. I'm Tim Shirer. My broadcast partner, Chuck Kulchock, the other idiot, is busy tonight. He cannot be on. So I'm just joined by Mateo Paul.
What's going on?
How are you, Mateo?
I'm great. How are you?
Good. I just got to say before we start that this show is brought to you by CT Power Wash and Roofing and Power Wash. They will help you with your free estimate for your roof, and they will help you with filing an insurance claim. They're the official power wash and roofer of the Lake County Sentinel.
You're getting right.
Yeah. So the Sentinel building, the huge Sentinel building.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Where we have this amazing studio. Mateo's actually in the same studio as I am. We just act like
just
it's
the room over.
Rooms. Yeah. It's all for show, So if you want an estimate or you are looking to get new roofing or siding or your deck washed or your house washed, call 440-278-0506 and they will help you out. So we have some good news to start the show. It's good news for Browns fans, for Cleveland sports fans, that Bernie Kosar got his liver transplant on Monday morning. It's great, and Bernie's very thankful. You could tell listening to him, he is very thankful for everything and the liver he received. Sadly, when there's a liver or there's an organ transplant, it's usually because someone passed away.
Yeah.
And sadly, this was a 21-year-old, Bryce Dunlap from, I believe, North Olmsted. Yes, it's North Olmsted. And he had a medical emergency last week and did not survive. He was a huge Cleveland sports fan, and his mom said that he would be happy that he was able to help Bernie Kosar.
Yeah, no doubt.
So that's got to be a little comfort to the family that he helped someone.
Yeah, for sure.
It's a devastating loss, but and Bernie has already talked about how grateful he is to them, and that he wants to meet them. And Bernie's a great guy. I met him for the first time in 1999, and he's such a nice person. I don't know. Did you ever meet him, Mateo?
I've never met him, but our school does this broadcast, so they do this thing for Travis Mills Foundation where they answer phones for donations once every year. And he usually comes to that, and I've only heard about how kind he is to everyone. He seems like a very he's just someone who's willing to talk with anyone.
He's like you and I.
He knows you.
He's like you and I. He's just a regular person who was a great athlete.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. And I just I'm so happy for him. Think about it. You've seen the videos the last couple of days. He's only 2 years older than me.
That's crazy.
And the way
he's been beat up so much, so he looks so much older because of the era he played football in.
Yeah, the era he played football in, and the disease.
Yeah, and disease. Yeah.
And but now hopefully he'll live a healthy life and be around for a long time. For Browns fans, and he helps people. His life is helping people now.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So it's just great. I'm very happy that this worked out for him. It didn't look good the end of last week.
No, it did not.
And
did not look good, but
yeah. So But we'll get on to the picks here. We can discuss the quarterback situation when we get to the Browns pick.
It's going to be a long conversation.
So, but we're going to keep this one and a half hour. I'm confident that you and
I'm very confident that I'm confident that we can do that.
So, I didn't use the mute button at all yet this year. 12 weeks in.
You haven't. So. You might have to today, though.
I doubt it. No.
Yeah, I don't know. If I could go in on Shador, you might have to.
You know what the good thing is? I have a feeling we have the opposite opinions on this.
Really?
So that will make good debate.
Oh, I can't wait then.
Yeah. So, I mean, I think that it's and that's good. Debate is good.
No, there's nothing wrong with that. I feel like people get a lot of backlash when they think that, but no, debates bring good conversations.
Yes. So, but let's get to some games here. We got the Bills at the Texans. The Texans actually can play defense, unlike the
CJ Stroud is out.
What's that?
CJ Stroud is ruled out with a concussion.
Yeah, he's out. And the Bills can play defense, the Texans can play defense, unlike the team the Bills played last week, who cannot play defense.
We don't have to talk about it, though.
Huh?
So we don't have to talk about that, though.
Oh, I'm going to rip them apart when we get to their game.
Oh, no, that's not good.
No, yeah. I was as close to throwing something Sunday as I have been in 30 years.
Oh, my gosh.
It was very disgusting. But I'm going to go with the Bills in this one. What about you?
Bills, for sure. I mean, Josh Allen looks like, I don't even know how to describe the type of player he is when he's hot. It's just.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to be hot against them, though. But he's great. He's a great player. I love Josh Allen.
Yeah, to sneak that in.
He's Josh Allen. I want to find someone who doesn't like Josh Allen, because he seems like he's a great player, and he seems like a really good guy off the field, too.
I don't know if you've ever seen after his post-game interview, he wears this hat, and it looks like one of those ones those Make-A-Wish kids make. They drew it. So, yeah. I mean, I've always gotten seen stuff with him and doing that. So, I agree with what you're saying.
He's donated so much money to that children's hospital in Buffalo. It's named after his mom.
Is it really?
Yes. Yeah, the wing is named after his mom.
I never knew that.
Yeah, so he's just a good guy. You can't, it's
sure.
The Buccaneers are playing him, and I'm like, I can't hate him.
No, you can't.
So, but I hate that when they play quarterbacks that I like. It's terrible.
And I get that 100%.
Yeah. So we both have the Bills. The Steelers at the Bears. I can't believe I'm doing this, but I'm going with the Bears.
Yeah.
They're 7-3. I can't believe this.
I know.
And who are you going with?
I'm going with Bears. I just feel like there's too much uncertainty right now with who the Steelers are starting just because of Rodgers and his wrist.
Yeah, that's true. I can't believe he's going to be able to play at all.
I know. They said they're going to put a metal plate in it.
Jesus, I broke my wrist and had surgery on it. And if I hadn't had the surgery, I just can't even understand how he could even. I don't know. These guys are something. Either. But now we have a quick one here. Patriots at Bengals. I have to go with the Pats. What about you?
Patriots for sure.
Yeah, Bengals. Could you imagine if the Bengals and Buccaneers played? It would be like,
oh my gosh, it'd be 60 to 63. It would be the highest scoring game ever.
Yeah. So Giants at Lions, another quick one here. I think, I don't know why, but I think I'm going to go with the Lions. What about you?
I'm going Lions too. I think, did you watch the Sunday night game? You see how that ended with the pass interference call?
I did not.
There was a controversial pass interference call called on the Lions on a 3rd and 8 for the Eagles that probably should have not been called. So
where was I Sunday night? Gosh, how did I not see that? I don't know how you didn't see that. I heard about the controversy though.
Yeah. So I'm going Lions.
Okay. Vikings Packers. Now this one could be a good one. It's at the frozen tundra of Lambeau Field. And this is going to be a good game. I think the Packers should win. I could see them winning by 10 points or maybe more. But it could be a good game, though, too. You know what I mean?
Because it's one of those division games. So, like, you never really, especially with the NFC North, AFC North, it's always like that.
Well, I think any division. I think division games are just
that's
different.
true. Yeah, you're right.
But the NFC North division, as Chris Berman calls it, you know why he calls it that?
No, why?
Exact same teams that are in the NFC North made up the Eastern or Western Conference Norris division in the NHL. Same exact teams. Yeah. So that's why he calls it. He still called it that, even though when Tampa Bay was in that division too before they realigned. But they kind of stuck out like a sore thumb. But yeah, that's why it's the Norris division to him. So I'm going to go with the Packers. What about you?
I'm going Packers too, but like we said before, it's a division game, so you never know.
You just don't. Here's one that'll be a barn burner. They'll probably go down to the last second. And the Seahawks will probably have their third string in. Seahawks at Titans. I'm going to have to go with Sam Darnold and the Seahawks to rebound.
Yeah, I'm going Seahawks. We might get to see some Jalen Milroe action if they're up by a lot.
Yeah, possibly. And I can't see they won't be. The Titans are god awful. No, the Browns play them, don't they? Don't the Browns play them?
Yeah, we play them in 2 weeks.
Okay, well, there we go.
Never know.
Yeah. But then we got Colts and Chiefs.
This should be a good one.
But you know what's funny? It should be a good one, but I didn't even hesitate to pick the Chiefs. I don't know why, but I didn't.
Yeah, I get your point. I get what you're going to say.
So what about you?
See, this one's like harder, but like it's just you kind of got to fall back on who is more historically like proven, and that's why I'm going to go with the Chiefs.
Oh, yeah. I agree. Chuck said he was in, but I just got a text from Chuck that said he was in, but I didn't see that he was in. I didn't even get the alert that he was in. But so you're going with the Chiefs, yeah, and I'm going to go with the Chiefs too. I said, I thought maybe for a second you were going to go with Danny Dimes.
Yeah, I know. I don't know. I was debating that. You know how you and me feel about Daniel Jones.
Yeah. I think he's been treated so badly. So badly.
Like he has 2 bad games and now people are like he's backsliding to his old ways. Like, can we pump the brakes for a second? Like,
yeah, exactly. Those are absolutely the same people that when he had 2 great games would say, well, we can't go by 2 games.
It's just how unfortunately the media works with sports.
Especially a guy that failed in New York.
That's a good point too, because it gets so much more like overblown.
Mm-hmm. So let's look at Jets at Ravens. This will be a good quick one here. The Ravens will not do what the Browns did. They will beat them. What about you?
Ravens are going to beat them.
Yeah. So then we have Jaguars at Cardinals. I wanted to put this as a quick one too, but yeah, the Jaguars could make it interesting because they're the Jaguars.
Yeah.
But I'm going to go with the Jaguars in this one.
Yeah. That's what I'm thinking too. I'm thinking Jags just because their performance against the Chargers.
Okay. And then we have Eagles at Cowboys. I put this as a quick one because I think it will be. I'm going with the Eagles.
Yeah, I'm going Eagles, but I'm interested to see what their Cowboys defense can do.
Yeah, I just think it will show its true colors. I know this is a division game. We talked about division games, but I just don't think that the Cowboys can keep up with them. The Eagles are finding their stride, unfortunately.
The Eagles' defense looks really good.
Yeah. So Falcons at Saints. I'd love to pick the Saints in this one, but I'm going to go with the Falcons. What about you?
I want to go Saints really bad. You know what? I'm gonna take the Saints. I'm gonna take Tyler Shook and Chris Olave
Are
to
you?
knock them.
Oh, I
Yeah,
put the asterisk next to the Falcons already. I guess I'll change that. All right, there we go.
I haven't had
That's
a
the
pick
first
like
game
that
we
in a
had
while.
differently, I think.
Yeah.
No, we haven't. Great minds think alike. I mean, we talked about that
Well,
this
yeah, of
summer.
course.
In the dugout.
Yeah,
Great minds think alike,
obviously.
right? Yeah. So yeah. Well, we'll preview the Sunday night affair, the premier Sunday night game of the season this Sunday, which I will miss half of, at least, because I will be covering the Cavs game. Because unlike most of Cleveland, I put the good teams ahead of my football team.
I don't know.
So
I can't do that.
I will cover the team that has brought me joy, even though the
It's a
Buccaneers have
valid
actually
point.
brought me more joy. But I will be covering the Cavs game to prove a point to all of the people there that will not cover a Cavs game when the Browns are playing. There actually probably won't be a lot of people there on Sunday in the media because they got to watch the Browns.
Yeah.
So
It's just how Cleveland is. It's always Browns are favored.
Drives me insane. But I think I know that already.
Yeah, I know. I can tell.
Buccaneers at Rams.
It's a good one.
The overwhelming, it was 85-15 in the percentages in favor of the Rams.
Is it really?
There's no way the Buccaneers should beat them the way they've been playing.
Yeah.
But I just have this feeling, and I have no idea why. And it's not because I've got a Buccaneers flag on this shirt here. No, I just have a feeling.
No biasy at all.
No, there's no bias. No, I have a feeling. I just have a feeling. And Tommy will tell you. Tommy thinks I have ESP. He's thought that since he was a little kid.
Really?
Or as I used to tell him it was called when he was a kid, I said, Tom, I might have ESPN.
That's funny.
So I'm going with the Buccaneers. I don't know why. I'm going to go with them. If I get it wrong, I get it wrong. But I'm going to go with them. What about you?
It's such a hard one because they're just such both good teams. Where is it at? Is it in Tampa?
It's in LA. It's in LA.
Yeah. I'm gonna have to go the Rams. I don't know. I kind of have the same feeling as you, but I think I just have to go with the Rams since they're home too.
They have a hard time beating the Rams, like they do, and it's been their entire history. They've had They were up 28-3 one time in it's probably 91, 92. It was a Sunday night game when they were a Sunday night game on ESPN. And they were up 28-3 at halftime. And Joe Theismann said to Paul McGuire, they were the two broadcasters, Paul, this game is not over. And he was right. The Rams won 31-28.
That's crazy. That's crazy memory, too, on your part.
Oh, well, you remember that horrible stuff,
That's true. That's a very good point.
Trust me, the Buccaneers had stretches just as bad as the Browns have had. So I sympathize with that. I totally, it's brutal sometimes. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it is. It's very brutal sometimes.
I was mad Sunday after they lost, and Tommy's like, "Oh, don't complain to me. They're 6-3, or they're 6-4. Don't complain to me." I was like, "Yeah, I guess my misery is different than your misery right now."
Yeah,
but talking about, go on.
I feel like it's worse though for you because you guys are winning. We're not winning, so it's kind of obviously it stinks, but I don't
Yeah,
know.
but there's actually some people that think there's actually some crazy Browns fans that
think
go
we can
into
come
every
back.
week thinking they're going to win.
Like me?
No, you're smart enough to know. You
Yeah,
know in
I
the
don't
back of
know.
your mind.
I
You
guess I
hope.
guess I'm a little optimistic, but
Yeah, you hope, but you know.
yeah,
You know. It's like when
hate to
we
admit
show
it,
up,
but
it's like in the summer when we showed up to play a travel team and every guy on the team looks like they're Division One, right?
yeah, that's a good way to put it. Yeah, that's a good way to put it.
You knew. We
Yeah,
all
you
knew.
knew, but you
But
still
I would
hope.
still be standing there in the dugout saying,
Yeah, that was you. You were the one who would give us the hope.
I know. We could win this game. You guys
Yeah,
need to realize we can win this game.
sometimes it worked.
I think sometimes it can work, but also
Yeah,
sometimes it backfires. Like he's crazy.
that's a good point.
But so let's get to that Browns Buccaneers. Well, that's next year in Tampa. Browns at Raiders, or as Al Davis used to say, the Raiders. Browns at the Raiders, and what is your opinion on the Shedeur Sanders performance Sunday and the other narratives that are being thrown out there right now? I'm going to give you like
Cool.
3
All right.
minutes.
What'd you say?
I'm going to give you like 3 minutes. That's quite a bit of time.
That is quite a bit of time. Okay, I won't need all that, but I'll start with like the bad narratives. I get a lot of people are saying he's going back to his college tendencies of like dropping back in the pocket, but if you have no reps with an offensive line that's never heard your cadence and they're not blocking for you, like obviously yes, he didn't have to go back like that, but I think when the situation he was thrown into, he didn't have a choice but to like resort to that old tendency. But I don't think you can blast a quarterback for that who had no reps with the ones because he doesn't know the chemistry of his teammates, like who to look for in a blitz. And if they would have just called one screenplay, we would have gained so many yards. But um, and then obviously, yes, he missed some throws and he threw a pick. So that's like the bad of it, but I don't think you can judge someone off that performance yet, which is why I'm really hoping he'll play Sunday with a full week of the ones. The good is he can throw the deep ball. Like he can throw the deep ball very accurately and he can turn something into nothing, which is what we need. Like we can't complement the run game if we don't have a pass game because who said it? One of the Kyle Van Noy said it on the Ravens. He was like, we're not worried about the pass game. We just have to stop the run game. And he's not wrong. That's all you have to do when you play the Browns. So I think and it's nothing against Dylan. I just think Shedeur gives us another dimension or another just like style to our offense that we desperately are in need of. And I think getting this whole week for him will be important. And I guess we'll just see what happens.
All right. Well, so my take is Dylan Gabriel had no reps with the first team either. And he came in and went 3 for 3 in his first action and threw a touchdown.
He did get first team reps. He did.
No,
No,
he
he
didn't.
was sharing some with Flacco. He did. Because
Not
I remember
not that week.
I think so because I remember
No, I asked one of my friends who covers the team, who's covered the team since '95.
really.
His first year covering NFL was the last year of the old Browns, and he told me that the narrative of no reps with the first team is just an excuse for people who want Sanders. He said nobody gets first team reps, and I said to Gabriel the week that he came in the game, and he said he did not get any first team reps that week.
Not even the week leading up once Joe was benched.
Well, once Joe Flacco was benched, he did.
Yeah, so
But
that's
remember, he came into a game at the end.
Yeah, but those were all third stringers
Doesn't
that
matter.
he's playing against.
They were third stringers.
Second and third because the Ravens were up like 42 to like 10.
I also think that people want to give Sanders the excuses that they're making for Sanders. There were none of those for.
I get it. It's
Gabriel.
just because his background almost like just fails him at times because people are gonna when he does good, everyone's gonna be super hot. When he does bad, it's gonna be his fans are going to try to bring him up, and then everyone's going to bring him down negatively. Because
I also saw someone saying that, complaining that the pass in the end zone, the last pass in the end zone, should have been caught. That's the receiver's fault. I didn't see anybody who wanted Sanders when a receiver dropped a Gabriel pass saying that's not Gabriel's fault.
that's a good point. That's a very good point. I think that was honestly like that play specifically. That was a great play by the defensive back to get it out because Gage. That was a good catch. It was a great play by the corner.
It was a good pass by Sanders. I'll say that it was. It was a great play by the defender.
It was because it should have been a touchdown, but it was a good play.
I'm going to give you some advice, Mateo, that'll help you look at things in a more objective way.
All right, I'm ready.
I had this discussion with my friend last night before the Cavs game. And like I said, he's covered the team since 95. He was, he's very to the point, and he's always given me information that's good information. Makes me look at things more at a different perspective.
Yeah, for sure.
Stop listening to Mary Kay Cabot and Tony Grossi.
Really?
Honestly. No, honestly. Mary Kay Cabot is nothing but I'm going to get clicks by asking this question.
Really? So you don't think the thing she said about Shedeur being likely the starter is you don't think that's true according to him?
Can I tell you this? Several years ago, when Josh Cribbs was on the team and the quarterback got injured at the end of the game and he had to take the final snaps at quarterback.
Josh Cribbs?
Yes. He was the fourth quarterback.
What?
Someone asked Romeo Cornell, is it possible that Josh Cribbs could start next week if I can't remember who it wasn't healthy? And who was the first person that ran out of that room to the locker room to tell Josh Cribbs he was starting next week? The person I just mentioned, Mary Kay Cabot. Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah. She is all for let's create something. Let's create a controversy.
That's crazy.
I'm going to be honest with you. And people are going to see this and they're going to get mad at me. But I don't care because I've always believed in telling the truth.
No, that's a good point. I like that.
She's not very well liked by the other media.
Really?
And the people inside that room in that building in Berea. Because she's not there to just talk about the team. She's there to create a narrative. And that's not a journalist. That's not. So I just think that if you stop listening to her, let me tell you who to read. Jeff Shudell. He writes for the News Herald.
Okay.
I've known Jeff since 1997. He was my first friend in the media. Jeff does not care about narratives. Jeff writes about the truth. Jeff is a person who, outside of sports, like politically, Jeff and I agree on nothing. But Jeff is a great sports writer who cares about the truth. So if you read Jeff's stuff, you're not going to see a bunch of this false narrative.
What's his name? Jeff Shudell?
Jeff Shudell. Yes.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Your dad probably knows who he is. He's a very good writer.
Probably.
He's a very good writer. He will write. He will never retire. He loves being a writer.
Yeah.
He's like
that's
73, cool. 74.
Oh, really?
Yeah. He will never retire.
That's nice.
Yeah.
That's cool.
So, but guess what? We're almost at 30 minutes. I'm picking the Browns. Who are you picking?
The Browns. Yeah, I'm taking the Browns.
That looks like it's it for tonight. So I hope everybody has a good week, and we'll see you next week.
Have a good night.